Tonight, a new push for funding is reviving hope for a construction project that impacts the local shipping industry. Plus, the largest cyber attack on record has hit the U.S., and now President Biden is stepping in. And live music, good food, and so much more. We'll take you live to downtown Duluth, where an annual event is back in action.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki. Thanks for joining us. There's new hope on the horizon after a major funding setback forced MnDOT to put part of the Twin Ports Interchange redesign project on hold. CBS3's Quinn Gorham explains how a local lawmaker is trying to get the Duluth project back on track and help an already growing industry expand even faster.
The I-535 and Garfield Avenue interchange was built more than 50 years ago and has acted as a hub of transportation since. But local transportation leaders say the interchange hasn't aged well, and trucks carrying oversized cargo shipments like wind turbines have a tough time with the narrow routes and tight turns. That's caused some major setbacks for delivery times.
When we're looking through things, that can affect us by anywhere between a half a day to 2 days, just depending on the project we got. So when you start to translate that over each individual project, it adds up. Funding for the Garfield interchange redesign was originally included with the nearby Twin Ports Interchange reconstruction project. But about 2 years ago, those changes were postponed until 2028 after MnDOT announced a $100 million setback. Now, Congressman Pete Stauber is asking for about $30 million to get the project done earlier.
We want this project to be accelerated to parallel what they're doing at the interchange. This is the Garfield I-535 interchange. It makes sense to do it together, and we know that if it's delayed, it could cost an additional $14 million.
Stauber blames the additional cost on inflation. Dwayne Hill with MnDOT says fixing the interchange is crucial, not only for Minnesotans, but for people all over the country.
The ability to move these overweight loads affects projects all around the country. All of those locations depend on having convenient access to their locations.
And for Stauber, the proposed project means a lot for Duluth's status as an international inland port.
And then when it's done, we can celebrate across the world that you can bring your commodities through the port of Duluth and get them anywhere in North America.
Along with the $30 million Stauber is asking for, MnDOT has committed to spend about $7 million on the project. No word on exactly when that funding could get approved. Downtown's biggest summer shopping festival of the year is back in full swing this week. Duluth Sidewalk Days Festival kicked off today, drawing large crowds to Superior Street for live music, food, and vendors. And CBS3's Kendall Jarbo joins us live from downtown, where all of that action is taking place. Kendall, not a bad assignment for you tonight, huh?
Not a bad assignment at all, Kristen. Right now I'm on Superior Street where the car show is going on. Right now, all of these classic cars on display for people to enjoy. There's also a ton of vendors here as well. This is Howard's Q Barbecue. They have an incredible story. We'll share that tonight at 10 o'clock. But the main attraction, again, all of these beautiful cars. Here's this gorgeous red Corvette right in front of me. The car show goes on until 8 o'clock tonight if you want to stop by. This is such a wonderful time for the community to come together. There are literally hundreds of people out here. It was canceled last year because of the pandemic, so I think people are just wanting to get out, support local businesses, and enjoy the newly finished Superior Street. So car show goes on till 8 o'clock, but if you want to check out more of the vendors, that continues all day on Thursday and Friday. So plenty of opportunities, an abundance of things for people to do. So Kristen, if you get a little break after the show, feel free to come check out the car show.
You know, Kendall, we were all just saying how hungry we were, and you just mentioned barbecue, and now I think I know exactly where I'm going to go as soon as this show is over.
I think you have your answer, yes.
Thank you so much, Kendall Jarbo in downtown Duluth for us tonight. Thanks, Kendall. Also part of Sidewalk Days, people hit the pavement for the 13th annual YMCA Sidewalk Shuffle today. The 5K race's goal is to raise money for YMCA programming, memberships, and life-saving community resources. Today's race focused on expanding their Open Doors membership program. It aims to help kids and families who may be transitioning out of homelessness with a free 3-month membership to the YMCA.
So we've got about 200 folks out here, a lot of businesses, a lot of individuals, all here supporting the Y, helping us do the work we do in our community throughout Duluth and especially in the downtown area.
If you'd like to donate to the Y or sign up to get involved, there is a link on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. And another Duluth summertime favorite kicks off this week. Friday is the first night of Movies in the Park. The Greater Downtown Council event is back in Leif Erikson Park this summer. Last summer, they hosted drive-ins in the deck parking lot during the pandemic. This week's movie, which starts at 9 o'clock Friday night, is The Land Before Time. And you can find the full list of movies for all 8 weeks on our website. Well, Dave is here for a first check of the weather. Dave, it didn't look too windy downtown. In Canal Park here, it certainly has been pretty windy today.
Yeah, and over the beaches of Duluth and Superior, that's been causing some trouble. Again, we do have one of those red flag warnings for rip currents. Not a good night for swimming. I'll show a map of the zones here in a few minutes, but right now we'll focus on a live look at what's going on in Ashland, where, yeah, beautiful weather has come to call. The oppressive heat of the past couple of days is gone. I know some people do like it that warm. Others were hoping for this respite, and we got it. We dropped temperatures 30 degrees into the 60s, close to 70 for a lot of towns today. And with the high pressure in place, it was a beautiful blue sky. Ashland, of course, is proving that point. And thanks to that Canadian high pressure cell coming into our region, I think we'll be cool tonight, even downright chilly for a few towns, and then cool again tomorrow. Heat returns, probably starting on Friday and especially into Saturday. We could be going into another warm spell after this little cold snap. Tonight, partly cloudy and lows in the 40s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and highs near 70. Which is 7 degrees cooler than normal, but normal returns by Friday, and again a warm spell for the weekend. We'll talk about how long that round will last in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. The teen who recorded the video of George Floyd's murder is now mourning the loss of her uncle, who was a victim of a high-speed chase. Darnella Frazier posted on her Facebook last night saying her uncle's car was hit by a Minneapolis police cruiser while pursuing a high-speed chase. Her uncle was not involved in that chase. An MSP spokesman said an officer was chasing a suspect connected to an armed robbery. During the chase, the police cruiser sped through an intersection, hitting 2 cars. Frazier's uncle was killed. The other driver was not hurt. The officer suffered non-life-threatening injuries but is still in serious condition. Police said the suspect ended up getting away. A staple in the Cloquet community and far beyond has died. Gordy Lundquist, the man behind Gordies HiHat in Cloquet, passed away yesterday at the age of 93. He leaves behind his wife of 71 years, his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Lundquist opened Gordies back in 1961 with his wife, Marilyn. He took orders at the front counter all the way up until last year. Seaver Lundquist, Gordy's grandson, now runs the restaurant with his father. He says his grandfather's legacy is felt throughout the Cloquet community.
He was infectious with everybody around him. It was, and you could tell that with just our customers and our employees over the years, that he left a lasting impression of nothing but good times, a good attitude, and a hard work ethic.
Gordy and his business have been highlighted for their burgers over the years, including on the show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Tonight at 10, we're hearing more about Gordy's legacy and the future of the HiHat. The Superior Fire Department has a new training ground, one their firefighters are pretty familiar with. The owners of the Manning Motel on Belknap Street recently donated the building to the fire department. After catching fire in January of 2019, the Manning Motel has not operated since. So now the vacant building gives firefighters an opportunity to safely practice entering a burning home.
When we get opportunities like this, it benefits everyone, whether you've been here for a month or 25 years. So it's a really good mix. It also offers an opportunity for some of the more experienced people to give tips and tricks to some of the younger people.
Motel owner Chris Carey was originally planning to demolish the motel, but felt it could serve a greater purpose.
Our privilege to donate it to them. Being able to practice in these scenarios in controlled area gives them an opportunity to do their job better. And their jobs are dangerous and, save lives. So if we can help people do that better, we're more than happy to do that.
Carey of Carey Toyota is in the process of turning the rest of the property into a car dealership. President Biden summoned top security officials to the Situation Room this morning after the latest and single biggest global cyber attack on record. A Russia-based cyber hacking gang called Revol targeted Miami-based IT software company Kaseya in what's known as a supply chain attack. It affected hundreds of companies worldwide, including railways and a Swedish grocery chain. As of right now, the Biden administration is not commenting on possible retaliation. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, an invasive beetle is wreaking havoc on Duluth's trees. How the city plans to take care of the problem next.
It is Ringo's 81st birthday today, but I don't think he's the invasive beetle. Invasive temperature sure came to call back in 1936. Big warm spell made us hit 100 degrees. Today, 64, the best we could muster. Normal is 77. We may get there again by Friday. We'll talk about the in-between and the after forecast coming up after our break.
You're watching the CBS3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, sports with Kelly Hinseth, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center.
25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns, plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Get 11% off your next roofing project from Menards. Castleberg shingles add value to your home while protecting it for years to come. Choose from 7 colors and get 11% off all Castleberg shingles. Steel roofing adds a nice, sleek finish to your home while withstanding the worst weather conditions. Choose from 24 colors in store or online at menards.com and save with 11% off. Steel roofing now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
Raise your hand if you still have questions about the COVID-19 vaccines. Like,
can the vaccines protect my family too?
Do they test the vaccines for people like me? Do I still need to wear a mask?
You deserve real answers. Find the unbiased information you need to make an informed decision about getting your COVID-19 vaccine at dhs.wisconsin.gov/vaccine.
At Super One Foods, you'll find more than just low prices and better choices. You'll find friendly faces like ours, working hard to save you money.
Super One has a tireless commitment to quality and freshness and a goal of delivering 5-star service to every customer to bring the absolute best value to your shopping experience. Check out these specials available at all Super One locations going on now.
So stop into the Super One Foods right in your neighborhood. Super One Foods, serving you with low prices and better choices.
Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Like the Sealy Pillow Top Queen Mattress on sale for just $4.99. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Summer begins now.
Big Brother is back.
Let's go.
Call me a threat. All I do is slay.
Let's do this.
Run all night and I'm a boss all day.
Oh, that's the right level of intimidation.
I will run this house.
I want to win.
You're looking at the winner.
If you're looking at me.
Big Brother's back tonight at 8/7 Central.
Expect the unexpected
On CBS.
Good work.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Second day in a row, it's not another good night for swimming. The winds are kicking up and so are the waves, and so we have another beach hazard alert issued by the National Weather Service for Park Point and Wisconsin Point. Rip currents are very likely there. They say their alert is in effect until 9 o'clock tonight. Our friends at Duluth Fire They want to keep it going for another 13 hours till 10 o'clock in the morning. So bottom line is, put off swimming perhaps tomorrow. The winds should slack off, and boating will get better too. At the same time, we also have a small craft advisory in effect for parts of the North Shore and a good chunk of the South Shore. So take it easy tonight. Maybe we can have a little bit of fun tomorrow, as temperatures do come up a little bit from today, but still not towards the oppressive levels like some folks felt the past couple of days were. We'll talk more about the ups and downs of the temperatures and any precip chances after this look at the current conditions. At the airport in Duluth, it's 60. The relative humidity is 49%, and east winds going 15 miles per hour and creating that problem with the rip currents. Air pressure holding steady on the higher side at 30.09 inches of mercury. And current temperatures, well, they're cooler than normal, 58 to 60 for the upper peninsula right now. And northern Wisconsin's running from 60 to 63. Solon Springs, the warm spot at 63. Ashland, one of the cool spots at 60. And as often is the case, Superior and Hayward in between just a little bit. 61 to 64 from Cloquet down towards Moose Lake, including Barnum. And then running the North Shore, we go from 57 in Cook County to 61 in parts of Lake County. Iron Ranges, mid-60s for the Mesabi. Mid-60s now for the Vermilion as well, and towards Borderland, 70 International Falls. Lows tonight could fall into the 40s region-wide. And a few places like Embarrass might slip cool enough into the 30s there where patchy frost is possible. Again, only in our region can you go from 90 one day to 30 the next. Doppler map for our region. Right now we see the clouds from yesterday's rain system moving down to the south and the east, being displaced as higher pressure settles in from the north. And so tonight, that high pressure in our region is going to make things become a little bit on the clear side and perhaps a little bit on the cool side as well. I think many of us in the 40s, as I mentioned, but some low-lying locations into the 30s, frost vaguely possible. Our low pushed away by the high. The process will continue tomorrow as the high takes over our sky and makes it mostly sunny with a high near 70, which is very nice, but the normal is 77. Come Friday, after Thursday, of course, the high goes farther to the south, brings in some southerly winds into our region, and we go back to normal, 77 degrees for one day. Come Saturday, we get warmer into the 80s again. By Sunday, we could be back towards one of those warm spells with mid-80s by the lake and 90s farther inland. Tonight, a bit brisk, like we mentioned, 40 to 48 for Minnesota temps in general with a partly cloudy sky. Similar sky conditions for Wisconsin, Michigan overnight as well, with lows there, 42 to 45. Tomorrow's highs in Wisconsin and Michigan, quite tolerable, 70 to 74. Just keep in mind the normal 77. Mostly sunny sky for all zones tomorrow. Minnesota temperatures mid-60s by the lake, 70 to 75 inland. And then we go to 77 on Friday. We keep the sunshine going Saturday and Sunday. And that's when the 80s return. So it stays high and dry and warm. Then from Saturday through Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday do get rain chances, Kristen, and the temperatures will stay in the 80s. So this brief cool down is not chasing away all of our summer-style weather. It'll be back.
That makes me very happy because I love winter and I love fall, but right now we're in summer, so I want to see those 80-degree temperatures.
Good weekend for the lake.
Sure is. Thanks, Dave. Duluth is taking more steps to nip an invasive beetle in the bud. The emerald ash borer is a non-native insect that attacks ash trees. In the past, the city removed the affected trees in the spring and late fall, but that was on hold during the pandemic. So this year, for the first time, the city is after the emerald ash borer during its flight season, which is between May and September. Crews will be back on the streets removing affected trees on Monday, and the city is asking people to call if they see an affected tree.
The signs to begin with are very subtle, but then as it takes a turn for the worse, that tree becomes more brittle and much more dangerous. So we want to remove these trees before they die for sure.
City spokespeople say homeowners should check their trees for emerald ash beetles and know their options. It is important to note one should never burn or try to cut and transport a tree with EAB, as it will spread. For more information on how to report an infested tree, check out our website, CBS3Duluth.com. If you're planning a trip to the BWCA, you'll soon have to pick up permits in person. The Superior National Forest started issuing permits digitally during the pandemic, but that ends on Sunday. With a few exceptions, starting Monday, people will have to pick up permits in person at Forest District offices. Well, Kelly is joining us now with a preview of what is coming up in sports. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, well, tragedy struck the hockey community
over this past weekend. Coming up next, they mourn the loss of one of their own. We'll hear from a UMD alum who once called Matisse Kalenix a teammate. That's coming up next.
Northwest Outlet with all the brand names you want, including the North Face and Columbia.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
What lies inside all of us is more than data, it's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. And it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Casino Resort invites you to join us for our anniversary weekend celebration. We start the weekend Friday night, August 13th, with legendary comedian Gabriel Iglesias and the Beyond the Fluffy World Tour Go Big or Go Home in the Otter Creek Event Center. Then the Bear heads outdoors Saturday, August 14th with Tantric, Trapped, Hinder, and Scott Stapp, the voice of Creed. For more information and to get your tickets, go to blackbearcasinoresort.com. Make the Bear your place for a weekend anniversary celebration.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh Containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
All aboard! Thomas the Tank Engine chugs back to Duluth, along with his best friend Percy, too. All this is part of the Day Out with Thomas event at the historic Duluth Depot in downtown Duluth this coming August. Bring the whole family. All tickets include a train ride, entry into the Railroad Museum, activity stations, games, a visit with Sir Topham Hatt, live music, and all kinds of other safely organized activities for kids of all ages. A Day Out with Thomas runs the first 2 weekends in August. Get your tickets today at DuluthTrains.com.
Your family traditions, culture, and stories are your legacy. So is your health history. Join the All of Us research program and share your health information. Through research, your legacy can help build a healthier future for all of us.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
For the third time in their playoff run, the Bucks dropped Game 1 in a best-of-7 series. This time, it was a 118-105 loss to the Suns in the NBA Finals. The good news is that they bounced back to win all of their other series. The even better news is that Giannis looked somewhat like himself after hyperextending his knee in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. He played 25 minutes in Phoenix last night with 20 points and 17 rebounds. After the game, he said he wasn't in any pain and felt ready to go.
I feel good. I don't feel pain. You know, I can run, I can jump, I can set screens, you know, I can rebound the ball, I can do stuff. So I'm good, I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm out there. You know, at the end of the day, I haven't watched the clip, but when the play happened, I thought I'm going to be out for a year, you know. So I'm just happy that two games later, I'm back.
Thank goodness. Game 2 is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Twins' 3-game losing streak came to an end at the hands, or winning streak, rather, came to an end at the hands of the White Sox last night at Target Field. Game 3 today, Michael Pineda returned from injury as the Twins hosted the rubber match earlier today. And Big Mike was welcomed back rather rudely as Leori Garcia puts the Sox up 2-1 in the top. The second, Pineda allowed a career-high 12 hits on the day. To the third, bottom of the third, 2021 All-Star Lance Lynn gets some help from his shortstop, Tim Anderson. Lynn currently leads the American League in ERA. White Sox take it 6-1. The Twins will finish the homestand with 4 against the Tigers before the All-Star break. And the Brewers fall to the Mets in Game 1 of their doubleheader after last night's game was canceled because of weather. Game 2 is just underway. The entire hockey community has been mourning the tragic death of Matisse Kavlenieks, who died after a fireworks accident on July 4th. Witnesses say the 24-year-old native of Latvia was hit in the chest with a mortar-type firework while at a private house party. Prior to his NHL career, Kavlenieks played in Sioux City, Iowa for the Musketeers, playing a season with UMD alum and Hermantown native Cole Koepke.
Obviously an amazing player, but he was also like just kind of like the best person. He was that guy on the team that was like always came to the rink like super smiley and like always like joking around with everyone. Was like kind of like the like serious like funny guy. Players, coaches, fans, Della families, everyone just kind of loved him. He was just always in a good mood and like just always happy with everyone.
And police said they are re-interviewing witnesses, and the investigation into Kavlenieks' death is expected to take several days. And Hermantown native and Wilderness forward Jacob Herter has committed to play Division III hockey at Bethel University. The NAHL top prospect just wrapped up his third and final season with the Wilderness, recording 24 points in 54 games played. In his high school career, Herter helped the Hawks to a Class A state championship in 2016 and 2017, and a third-place finish in 2018. Emphasis on where he's going.
Bethel, huh? That sounds like
That's good. They got a pretty good hockey program.
I've heard of that before.
I went there. Go Royals! That's a they are a great D3 hockey program. So excited for him.
Congratulations.
So fun to watch at Hermantown and with the Wilderness.
Well, thanks, Kelly.
Yeah.
Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, yesterday at the age of 93, Gordy Lundquist, the man behind the Cloquet staple restaurant Gordies HiHat, died. And tonight we'll take a deeper look into Gordy's legacy he left behind and what is next for his community's favorite restaurant. And Dave is here for a final check of the weather. Is tomorrow going to be a bit of a warm-up, Dave?
A bit of a warm-up,
Okay.
but still cooler than normal. But not so cooler than normal that we're not going to like it. I think it'll be gorgeous. High pressure makes for a sunny sky. Temperature will be around 70 degrees for a lot of towns. Picture perfect by the standards of many of our Northlanders. A little bit warmer on Friday, back to normal, 77. Then another round of warmer than normal does come for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Twin Ports numbers Sunday and Monday could be in the mid-80s, meaning could be even warmer inland. Could be a two-day return to that warm spell like we just shook off a couple days ago. Then our next rain chance comes Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.